It is now 1 month since Anheuser-Busch decided to destroy its best-selling beer, the best-selling beer in America, by sponsoring a particularly offensive transvestite and putting his picture on the beer can. Within a week, sales dollars were down 6%. Volume was down 11%. But the company thought they could weather the storm by doubling down and refusing to apologize. That turned out to be a bad strategy, since the numbers continued to fall. The following week, sales were down 17% in dollars and a shocking 21% in volume. That was for the week ending April 15th. That was when Bud Light decided to reverse course, kind of, by blaming a lower-level executive and claiming ignorance at the top and sort of, kind of, but ultimately not really apologizing. They released a commercial about horses or something. That didn't work either. And now, according to figures reported by Barron's and Bump Williams Consulting, sales volume is down more than 26% for the week ending April 22nd. It would have been bad for Anheuser-Busch if they had suffered a 1-week drop in sales over Dylan Mulvaney. Would have been worse if they'd taken a hit and sales didn't get better. But this is the worst outcome of all for Bud Light. They took a massive hit, and sales have just kept on collapsing with no end in sight. So what are the geniuses over at Bud Light doing now? They've released another fence-straddling commercial that says nothing. We've got a girl in jean shorts. Got a properly diverse crowd. All kind of ethnically ambiguous, but they're in a fun field. Got chicken fried. It's starting to rain. Just a bunch of people walking around in the rain. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Used to be easy to drink, now not so much. Hey, conservatives! You guys like blue jeans and that chicken fried song, right? Yeah. Show them that. Do that. Maybe put one of the girls in a cowboy hat or boots or something. Yeah, those hicks will eat that up. They'll forget about how much we support transgenderism. Those rubes, they'll buy anything. Easy to drink. No, we won't. We won't. And we definitely won't be buying Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch is pursuing a strategy that many a squishy Republican has tried to follow in our increasingly liberal culture. Anheuser-Busch wants to stand in the middle of the road. They think the biggest risk to their reputation is to pick a side. After all, picking a side with Mulvaney hurt them. And maybe if they'd shut up for even 3 or 4 days, maybe they could have weathered the boycott better. But the fact is, they did take a side on a major political issue for which everyone ultimately has to take a side. Do women really exist as a real natural category of people, or do they not? Bud Light chose the opposite side from the one their customers are on. Now they're paying the price. They could fix it by apologizing. Just apologize. Just say that you oppose transgenderism and that you support reality. That would earn them lots of sales dollars from their customers, from beer drinkers. But it would cost them lots of social points with the liberal establishment that runs our political order. And that's a price they're not willing to pay. So Bud Light is straddling the fence, dressing and cross-dressing in blue jeans and skirts, lukewarm on a fundamental issue, neither hot nor cold, as conservatives spew Bud Light out of their mouths. Let it be a lesson to us all. Right now, go to genucel.com/Knowles. Are you looking for the perfect Mother's Day gift that will make the women in your life feel pampered and appreciated? Our friends at Genucel have you covered. Genucel's most popular package is specially curated to nourish and rejuvenate skin. Right now, they're offering 70% off this package, which includes their Ultra Retinol and Dark Spot Corrector. Our producer, Jacob, uses Genucel's Ultra Retinol, a nighttime moisturizer that contains a powerful retinol alternative to visibly reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and skin discoloration without the irritation of retinol. It leaves producer Jacob looking much brighter and much more even than he otherwise would. Younger, healthier, more vibrant than ever. I love all of Genucel's products. I particularly love their under eye bag treatment because I only consume tobacco and alcohol and black coffee. So it really helps. I really love Genucel. Go check it out right now, especially because I love their founder, who's a Coptic Christian from Egypt who came over for the American dream. Genucel's most popular package during their Mother Day sale is 70% off at genucel.com/Knowles. Every most popular package features their Ultra Retinol and Dark Spot Corrector. Get a complimentary Spa Essentials box with every package from now until Mother's Day. They'll even upgrade you to free priority shipping. genucel.com/Knowles. genucel.com/Knowles. It's not just Bud Light. It's Disney. This is a story from last week. I'm thrilled that I get to report it this week. I don't want to let this one slip through the cracks. Disney has cut 15% of entertainment staffers. 15%. Why is that? Well, it's from a report in Bloomberg. It's Disney CEO Bob Iger announced a couple of months ago that Disney was going to have to lay some people off as part of a strategic realignment to reduce costs. Why do they have to reduce costs? Because the company's stock price has declined 17% over the past year. And Disney viewers, they're not the same customers as the Bud Light customers. Apparently there's some substantial overlap. But you think of Bud Light, you think frat boys, construction workers, normal people. Of course, going trans was going to affect their sales numbers. But Disney, the adults that I know who like Disney are pretty lib. And Disney is mostly made for kids, but kids have parents, and maybe the parents don't like the idea of Disney shoving transgenderism down their throat. In any case, 17% down, not good numbers for them. How did Disney find themselves in this mess? Well, because the people of Florida passed a simple bill that said, hey, teachers, bureaucrats, apparatchiks of the liberal state, we don't want you to trans our kids. So you don't get to trans our kids anymore. They passed that through their representatives. Disney said, hell yes, we're going to trans your kids. It's the Beto O'Rourke line. Hell yes, we're going to take your guns and trans your kids. And the parents don't like that. And so the parents are not giving Disney their dollars anymore. They're giving their dollars to other places. They're giving their dollars to people who are making kids content that is free from all this woke craziness. People like Jeremy and the Daily Wire over here. And it shows you a lesson that the people are largely on our side. Yes, people who buy the regular old conservative products, even the Disney people are on our side. The vast majority of Americans know that transgenderism is fake. It's not real. According to Pew Research, 60% of Americans think that your gender just comes from your biological sex and that's all there is to it. I wish that number were higher, but the number is moving in the right direction because 2 years ago that number was only 56% and 6 years ago that number was only 54%. So a clear majority of Americans think this. The numbers are moving in the right direction. And if we just keep that pressure up, as we are doing successfully against some of the biggest companies in the country, against the best-selling beer in the country, the corporations are going to get that message. And either they'll shape up, or what's more likely, because even though they want to sell their product, they don't want to irritate the liberal establishment that runs our political order, the alternative is you're going to get an alternative economy, like you're seeing here at DW, and like you're seeing other people do as well. I know what you're thinking. That was a great clip. I'm with you. If you want the whole show, you got to subscribe. If you want all that extra content, you got to ring that bell, ding that dong, click that thing. Subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.